Hello guys, I'm happy to be back here again. Today we'll be talking about mastering array destructuring in JavaScript. I'll be showing you the simple guides and I don't know if you have ever seen JavaScript code like I'm going to show you and thought wait, what's happening there? So I don't know if you have ever seen a JavaScript like this that says const, then you have first, then second, then you have it equal to first you can have hello, then you have hello world. Okay, so if you have ever seen a JavaScript code like this, okay, so for us to know that we can have access to both first and second, I just want to do a console.log. Okay, so I want to console log first, then I just want to duplicate that, then I want to do second. All right. Okay, so let me bring on my poker so that you can see stats. Okay, sorry. So I want to just do that on current, to do it on current file. That's current file not coming up. Start on current file. Okay, so you can see that we have access to both the first and second, which is hello, and the second one is word. Okay, so if you have ever seen a code like that, I know it kind of looks confusing, but don't worry, I got you. Today I'm going to break down array destructuring in JavaScript step by step. By the end of this video, you will be writing cleaner and more efficient code like a pro using JavaScript destructuring. Okay, so stay to the end because I'll also be sharing expert tips that can help you write more cleaner code using destructuring. So what is destructuring, right? So array destructuring is simply a way to unpack values from an array into separate variables. So for example, we can have this same thing. We can have it as, let me say, we can just have it as greeting. Okay, let me say that. Let's just comment this out. So I got console log the word greeting. Okay, so I get hello world. So the structuring kind of helps us, instead of doing something like this, to actually have access to the elements of this array. Before the structuring, what we need to do is we will do, for example, console.log. Then let me just use that. Let's say const first. Then we set it equal to greeting. Okay, greeting of 0. Then const second will be equal to greeting of 1. Okay, so if we console this, you can see that already we have word. Then I can also do a second console log of first. Then we have hello. So if you look at the way we have it from the start before we change to this, then you understand that it is a more cleaner code. So okay, so just to show you that again, so I can compare between the both of them visually. Okay, so let me do it again. I can say name, then I can say age, then I'll set that equal to I set that equal to John. Okay, let me just use that word John. Then I can have another one in the string, say age of 40. Sorry. So that's it. And then I can just do a console.log of name, which is John. Then I can do a console.log of age. Okay, so you can see that with the structuring, this is the structuring. Okay, so we can see that with the structuring, this code looks more cleaner than us doing or going this route. Let me just, okay, so instead of us going this route, you can see that this is a lot cleaner. We did this in 3 lines, right? While we did this on 1 line. Okay, so it looks cleaner, right? So that's the basic thing that the structure um, try to resolve, okay, for us to have cleaner code. So you can see that this is a bit repetitive and clunky. So the structuring makes it to be cleaner and more readable. Okay, so yeah, we'll still be doing a lot of examples based on the structuring because I want to take you from I want to actually help you to improve your coding skills. I write more cleaner code. So there is also a way to do skipping elements, right? So if I have a const and just say numbers, then I can say 10, 20, 30, sorry, that should be 30, 40, and 50. Okay, so array of 10 to 50. Okay, so now there is something we can do to have access, right, to these numbers. Okay, so we can use the concept of destructuring to have access to numbers and we can skip the numbers that we don't actually want to return. Okay, so I can do something like const and then I can say first, which is on the array of, okay, I will not want to do first anymore, so let me just do 0. Then I want to skip the 1, then I want to just go to 2. Okay, and I can say that equals to what? My numbers. All right, so number is not defined, yes, because actually call that numbers. Okay, so with that I can just console.log 0, console.log 0. Then I can also console.log 2. And you can see that I have access to 10, which is 0. But because I skipped the 1, so I've skipped 10, then I want to have access to the 2. So the 2 here is 30 because by the rule of JavaScript, which start from 0 to 1, so 0 will be equal to what? 10. Okay, and then 1 will be equal to 20. Sorry, then 3 will be equal to 30, like that. So that is the reason why you can do all of that without any issue using the structure, so we can skip number. So when you notice that the empty comma, that empty comma you see there skips the second value, so it's super useful when you don't need every element from an array. Okay, so that's it. So next I want to also show you variables, like swapping variables with the structuring. Okay, so we can swap variable. We can take a from a to b and b to a. Okay, so for example, let's just remove all of this. So for example, we can have, say, let a equal to 6 and then let b to equal to 3. Okay, so with this we can do something. I can swap a and b. Okay, so I can say array ab. Okay, then I can set it to equal to b. So with this I have swapped the values. So I have made a to be b and b to be a. All right, so don't be surprised. That is how powerful destructuring in JavaScript is. And destructuring was introduced in ECMAScript 6, which is ES6. Okay, yeah, so um, that's it. And then if I console.log A and B, and you see that we have okay, so that you can understand it very well. I don't want you to be confused. So you can see that A is now 3, and if I console.log B, you can see that B is now 6, even though we have B equal to 3 here and A equal to 6. But with the power of the structuring, we have swapped their places. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of surprising. So just one line of code, we have been able to swap variables. Like there is no need for us to even use temps or anything. So that's quite very cool, right? If you agree with me. Okay, so I'll also be showing you the structuring with default values. Okay, so for example, we can have an array of fruits. Okay, I can say const fruits. Set that to equal to what? Let me use banana. Sorry, banana. All right. So then, what I want to do is I want to also set a const in variable. Sorry, in an array. Then I want to take the first. Okay. Then I just want to set second to another value of apple. Okay. And then I can just set it to equal to fruits, like that. Okay, and then if I come down and then I console log both the first and the second, okay, so you can see that I now have an array of banana and apple. So if array is shorter than expected, default values ensure your code doesn't break. So it's kind of neat, and it's a very neat trick, right, as you can see. All right, so that's another thing about the structuring. So you can destructure with default values. Okay, so yes, so the next thing I want to show will be about the structuring in functions. Okay, which is also very important when you are working with functions, because as a programmer you'll be working with a lot of functions, and writing cleaner code for function is also very essential. So if you like what I've been doing so far, don't forget to subscribe to this tutorial, or to this channel, sorry, and also click the like button, and also let me know your opinion about the structuring in JavaScript. So like I said, we'll be talking about the structuring in function parameters now. Okay, so we can have a function, and let's just call it get coordinates. Okay, then we have our curly brackets. All right, so we have our get coordinate functions ready. Then so I just want to return an array of 1000 and 2000, so an array of numbers. Okay, so now what I want to do is for my get coordinates, I want to have access to the return value, which is the array of numbers 1000 and 2000. So with the structuring, it's easy for us to do. Okay, so I can just say const have an array, let me just call it x and y. Then you can set that to get coordinates function. Okay, so with this I have extract the return value for get coordinates. So if I do a console.log, of x and y, you can see that we have that array directly from get coordinates. So this is like a game changer for returning multiple values from a function. Okay, so if you agree with me that the structuring is a powerful addition to JavaScript, then you should be using this in your code. As you see, it's a lot cleaner. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the like button. Then I want to also hear your opinion in the comment section about destructuring and ways you have been using it in your code. Okay, so yeah, I'll be giving you expert tips, right? So if you want to get even better, you understand. So use destructuring in React. Components often returns arrays like use states and all the other ones. So, but then we'll be talking about using destructuring in React components in later tutorial. Okay, so like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe for more JavaScript tutorials and tips like this. Okay, so thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment section what JavaScript topic you want us to cover next. See you in the next video, guys.